Hi everybody, you've just tuned into the Bangalore edition of NDTV IndiaCan. I'm Parvati Natarajan and here are the headlines. Single bedroom apartments get a luxury makeover. Can skimmed milk really be trusted to curb obesity? And with summer vacations here, students opt for more unconventional ways to spend them. The definition of luxury is changing, with one-bedroom apartments replacing joint families and their palatial mansions. What makes these 1 BHKs so popular and posh? On to a report by Parimita Barik.
With rising property prices, an increasingly mobile workforce, and advent of nuclear family system, more and more people are turning towards 1 BHK apartment.
It is smaller the better. That's how people are looking at it. See, earlier days we had big houses and the lifestyle used to be different. Now the smaller the space, for better the maintenance. So that's how your 1 BHKs are like sold in no time.
This is another example of luxurious apartments. Surprisingly, it has more than 300 1 BHK houses which beat multi-bedroom houses and top the sales.
This is a single bedroom house, even though we can give all facility like 4-bedroom house also. Swimming pool and tennis court and health club also, and each and every facility.
With the IT culture of Bangalore attracting more youngsters into the city, this trend of a small yet luxurious living is surely going to stay.
When we talk about luxury, a picture of palatial mansion with modern facility comes into your mind. In the IT capital Bangalore, we are finding it increasingly condensed into 1 BHK houses. I am Parimita Barik from NDTV IndiaCan, exploring it as a new trend.
Children today may have another reason to say no to milk. For scientists have found that skimmed milk does not help curb obesity. Our correspondent Frida Lobo has more.
A recent study published in the Archives of Disease in Childhood confirms that skimmed or low-fat milk may not be useful for curbing obesity rates, especially among infants. Since whole milk has more fat calories than skimmed milk, youngsters were recommended the lighter varieties to avoid the growing weight gain issues. Skimmed milk contains more than 0.5% of fat as compared to standardized milk that contains 4.5% of fat. But what makes children drinking low-fat varieties more obese? Shobha, a mother of a 13-year-old, was shocked when told about the implications of toned milk.
I mean, not knowing, having a wrong information is, it might have changed her quite a lot, if I had not used that option. I would have tried something else. Probably I would have avoided milk itself, all these years, if that was the case.
Denying an obese body's demands for that extra amount of fat will not satisfy it. The medical term here is satiety. Dr. Sangeeta adds on to why such researches need to be conducted in India.
Basically, the problem of obesity is yet to be recognized as a disorder in this nation. We have, after all, transitioned from an predominantly agriculture economy now into a so-called industrialized economy. With the result, we have a huge food industry that's sitting there waiting to be explored. So, as a result, a lot of parents are still in the feed the child mode. So, they don't really know that what they might be doing in today's world with the behavior becoming more common among our children, that this might get the child to become fat.
But this study is undergoing further research till a definite reason may be derived for the increased obesity levels, especially among the growing urban population of the country. This is Frida Lobo reporting from NDTV IndiaCan, Bangalore.
Video games and dating seems to have taken a back seat for the teenagers of Bangalore today, with new ways of entertainment as they call it, and addiction as we know it. All the smoke in the room is not just cigarettes anymore. On to a report by Parvati Natarajan.
I am standing in ISRO layout, South Bangalore, and behind me you see a lane notoriously famous for peddlers. For those who don't follow the lingo, peddlers are those who sell marijuana or hash and weed to commoners. Their identity and sources are so secretive that you will not get to know them unless you're a consumer yourself.
On campuses, at nightclubs and at parties, smoking pot is seen as cool. Marijuana is the next best thing today. Amsterdam Dream, Kerala Gold, Malana Cream and Bombay Black are the names of varieties of hash and weed. These are the new buzzwords in the city, along with bongs and rolling paper, the new youth accessories.
So the moment I notice that the students are into smoking, and when I get nicotine smell when I enter the class, I tell them the ill effects of smoking, and most of the time I tell them this is too early for them to die.
I could smoke a joint under my teacher's nose and she would probably think I'm smoking rotten tobacco. No teacher in my school knows how often me or my friends smoke up or what a hash really is. They don't even know the difference between a joint and a cigarette.
Hash is as common as mint and chocolate. It's the new recreational drug even among kids as young as 12. The use is so rampant that it has even penetrated the conservative Bangalore neighborhoods of Banshankari, BTM and Kormangla. Often, parents and teachers are unaware of what weed even looks like. Dr. Anita Vasudevan, who has treated several teenagers for hash-induced behavioral abnormalities, say children use eye drops to hide the effects of marijuana before they head home after a smoke.
See, cannabis can cause some kind of psychiatric problem. We don't call it as a depression. This is called as kind of psychotic disorder. I told they hear voices, they feel as if someone is doing something to them. This kind of fearful experience, we call it as transient psychotic disorders. So that they can develop immediately. Some of them experience an anxiety problem after using this. And the other thing is on long-term use, this can actually affect their memory, affect their studies, affect their social interaction.
Hash or hashish is a product of the cannabis plant and can be smoked in pipes, bongs, or rolled up in paper like a cigarette. It gives you hallucinations, but also falling grades and failing memory. The neighborhood panwala is often the nondescript, round-the-clock weed supplier. The drug is tucked away in a corner of the shop and sold to regular clients. We got in touch with one of them, and this is what he had to say.
കഴിഞ്ഞ 5 വർഷം കൊണ്ടാണ് എൻ്റെ ബിസിനസ് വച്ചുപിടിച്ചത്. കഞ്ചാവ് ആശുപത്രിയില്ലാത്ത പാർട്ടീസ് ഇല്ല. പണ്ടത്തെ കൊക്കക്കോളയ്ക്ക് പോരായി ഇപ്പം ഇതൊക്കെ. പിന്നെ കൂടുതൽ എൻ്റെ കസ്റ്റമേഴ്സ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ കോളേജിൽ പഠിക്കുന്ന പിള്ളേരാണ്. അവർ 200 രൂപ ഇന്ത്യൻ ടെറാക്കോട്ട ചില്ലം തൊട്ട് 2000 രൂപ സ്പെഷ്യൽ ബോംബെ ബ്ലാക്ക് വരെ വാങ്ങാൻ റെഡിയാണ്.
Some parents only wonder how all the pocket money is over too soon, while others have their own smart ways to deal with their children who smoke up. Mr. Niranjan, father of Akhil Dinesh, has a pact with his son. He's allowed to smoke up at parties but never at home.
ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಸಿಗರೇಟು ಗಾಂಜಾ ಕುಡಿಯೋದನ್ನು ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಡಿಯಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದನ್ನು ಆದಷ್ಟು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರುಗಳ ಜೊತೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಪರಿಗಣಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ.
This is a notebook of Anamika Suresh, a student of Jain College, Bangalore. And as I open it out, there are remains of crushed hash and weed right here in between the pages. Surprised and upon asking, she tells me, what better place to hide? The teenagers of Bangalore are riding a high from hash and weed. With camera person Shweta Prabhu, Parvati Natarajan for NDTV IndiaCan, Bangalore.
We'll be right back after a break.
Jinking, jink, jinking, jink, jinking. Let's try.
हमारी कंपनी को आप ही की तलाश थी. हम सपने नहीं दिखाते क्योंकि करियर तैयारी से बनता है. इंडिया कैन से ट्रेनिंग लें और डिग्री भी पाएं. इंडिया कैन, SMS इंडिया कैन to 54242.
Summer vacations are not about cricket lessons and baking courses anymore. Instead, horse riding has topped the list of the new things kids want to try this summer. Grace Jaya has more.
The Equestrian Centre for Excellence, situated in the Jai Mahal Palace grounds, was started in 2001. It is one of the premier riding institutes in India and has won many laurels in the country and abroad. Though the sport has been around for a long time, it is gaining popularity now and a large number of people, including children, are taking it up, either as a hobby or profession.
I ride one horse every day. Since it's school's out, I come every day. And so the horse I was riding today, his name's Oscar Salient. And I do different stuff every day. So today I was jumping, but sometimes I just do flat work instead.
All sports have their own disadvantages, and equestrian sport is quite dangerous as it may cause injuries for life. Parents, however, are still encouraging their children to take the sport up.
I think it's as dangerous as any other sports might be. We encourage her because one, it's very good for physical fitness. It's also kind of a self-sport, it inculcates self-discipline, which is, I think, something kids need to have, all of us need to have.
There is no doubt that this sport is exorbitant. But when some of these children go on to win competitions worldwide, parents are glad that their investment was not in vain. This is Grace Jaya reporting for NDTV IndiaCan from Bangalore.
30 years down the line, and this particular SLV food court in South Bangalore has not had a single slow day. Shweta Prabhu finds out why.
Good food and quick service is a welcome break in the busy Bangalorean's life. In a city scattered with hundreds of food joints, here is one such place which sees at least 2,000 customers every single day.
I'm standing in front of the SLV food court in Banshankri in South Bangalore. It has been here for 30 years and it has been faithful to its customers all this time.
It is a modest place which boasts of nothing more than a constant and authentic South Indian food. From the widely famous idli vadas to the classic South Indian bisi bele bhat, the chai and coffee are sold in thousands every single day.
From youngsters to senior citizens, SLV has seen them all. We have one of the regular customers telling us why he likes the place.
Hi. From last 7 years I'm having idli and chutney here. It's a very famous here. And after Vidyarthi Bhavan and MTR, this SLV is a very good serving here. And I love idli and chutney.
It's very awesome, yummy. The vada is very crispy. The chutney is very good. We feel like eating 1 or 2 or 3 plates when I have 1 plate.
We are new to Bangalore, so this is the place we thought somewhere good idli and all. So she told this is the nice place for idli, hot idlis and nice chutney and all. So we came to enjoy.
It has maintained a reputation for excellent service over the past 3 decades with employees who have been there for over 15 years.
That's all for today in the Bangalore edition of NDTV IndiaCan. Thank you for watching. Good